Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have Jersey Shore in the background. I feel like I should turn it off because I feel like you can hear like Polly D in the background. So I'm going to do that. I have my tea and I'm going to bring my tea because I'm thirsty, and I made this like concoction with like juice and like this mango tea. It's so good. I feel like I should make a video on that, like a recipe. But today I like sort of wanted to make a different type of video, something I don't usually make. I have no makeup on. I'm kind of just like in my lounge clothes right now. I just wanted to make something authentic and something real, because I feel like when I'm making my original videos and what I usually make, I'm myself, but I'm a different character of myself. And I kind of just wanted to talk about certain things that a lot of people don't know. And it's not like something crazy, like something super crazy. I think it's just a normal thing that most people deal with. Everybody deals with their own things in life, and I wanted to talk about it, and I feel like it's good to talk about. I think it's good to sit down sometimes and kind of talk about these things. If I could put on makeup and like be this person in the camera that you guys are watching and be like this person, I can be my natural self and I can be my real self and kind of just chill and talk about what's going on in my life. I just want to update you guys on what's going on in my life, and I think I can kind of talk about my own lessons, and maybe we can relate on a few things. So right now, technically, I'm supposed to be a senior in high school. I'm not. I'm a junior, and the reason for that is because I think it was around my freshman year. See, it's like hard because during that time, everything that's happened, I don't remember that much. Like, it's almost like I tried so hard to block that out, and I have a hard time remembering that, and I wish sometimes I like wrote in a journal, because I have a hard time remembering everything. But around that time, around like freshman, sophomore year, I like actually dropped out of school because I've always dealt with like an anxiety disorder since I was younger, and I think like I've learned to kind of cope with it. But it was like going into school, my first year of high school, I dealt with a lot of nerves, and like for somebody who deals with anxiety, it's very hard to transition and go to a new school, and it's very hard. It's very hard for people who don't like change. I'm that person. I don't like change. And at the same time, I feel like I wasn't mature enough, wasn't educated enough on what I dealt with, what I had, you know? And I didn't have the coping mechanisms. My coping mechanism all my life was to just deal with it or to run away from it. And I ran away from my situations more than I kind of dealt with them, which that did not benefit me when I went into high school. It really ruined everything for me, because I would avoid every situation that made me scared or gave me anxiety. So basically, around my freshman year. Now I remember. It was freshman year. It was so bad where like I was like not going to class. I wasn't like I feared everything. Just going to school, leaving my house. It was really bad, and I had to leave, take care of myself, and we tried to do like a homeschool program. I homeschooled for a little bit, but I was behind. That put me behind with school and classes, and in my head I was like, oh no, like I'll be fine. But realistically, like you do get behind, and that was hard for me to like, once I realized like, okay, I'm very behind, that was very hard for me to like accept. So when I came back to school, it was around like the end of sophomore year, so it was a while. Like I was out of school for a while, so basically I'm kind of behind right now, and that's why I'm considered a junior right now, but I would have been a senior. Next year is going to be my senior year, which I'm excited for, but it's like not the same. I want to be able to do like senior stuff and senior activities and do all that stuff with the people I grew up with. And I think like this is what kind of triggered me to make this video, because I have been feeling down about not being able to do things with the people I grew up with, and I always have this feeling that I'm different because of what happened to me, or I'm different because I'm not in the same place they are in their life. So if anybody was wondering what my situation was, that's my situation. And I have to just accept it, and I just have to make the best out of it. You know what I mean? And I'm a hard worker, I have amazing grades, and I have such a good GPA, and I have to just be proud of myself and accept it, because everybody's cards are played differently. Even though that's kind of something I've been having a hard time coping with. I've accepted it, but it's just the coping part is hard for me. Kind of just not letting myself be kind of sad about it, you know? But it does, like, get to me sometimes, not being able to do the things I want to do with my friends, and, like, not going to, like, senior breakfast, or, like, you know what I mean? And that's been, like, a hard thing I've been coping with. And I feel like when I said, like, this year has been very different for me, it has been different for me, because I feel like even though I have all these amazing things that, like, have happened this year that have been different, like, I've been in a 2-year relationship, and that has been so, like, this year has been such a peak for us. That's one thing I am very grateful for and happy about, but there's also other things that I'm not happy for, and which is, like, not having the same, like, I feel like when people say, like, the older you get, the less friends you have, I feel like that's what's happened to me. And that's the other thing I've been having a hard time coping with too, is just not getting that one-on-one with people that I love, that people that, like, I never ever asked anything from them, like, you know what I mean? Like, I never expect anything from anybody. I feel like I'm somebody who always did so much for others. I expected myself to do more for others than they did back, you know what I mean? I always gave, I feel like I was always a good friend, and typically, like, you don't need anybody who doesn't want to be in your life, and that's what I realized. I can't beg people to be in my life. Ask myself, like, what could I have done differently? What did I do wrong? Like, was I not good enough? Or I have to realize that it's not always me. Like, people make their own decisions, and it's not always your fault, and you're not the problem. And I think I need to realize that there's nothing I can do if someone doesn't want to be in my life. And with social media nowadays, like, just seeing, like, what people are doing, what they're doing with their life, and it's like, I wish you still involved me in the things that you do, because if anybody ever cared about you and loved you, it was me. And with that, like, I think I have to just let it go and realize that I will find people one day that want to be around me, that care about me, that I can support. I feel like I've lost so many friends, and that's, like, a hard thing for me, because friendship is so my thing. Friendship is so important to me, and that's why I feel like I've shown that for a very long time. I know it's gonna be okay. I know I'm gonna find friends that really just love me, and I just have to be patient. And, like, I'm kind of just in a situation where I'm trying to figure things out for myself, and I'm trying to figure out, like, I have a job right now that I'm not fully happy with, and I'm just not happy where I'm at. I'm not happy where I work, and that's something I'm trying to figure out. The one thing I'm happy about is this YouTube channel, because I feel like, not that this stuff matters, but just seeing my views go up and seeing my subscriber rate going up, that means people are watching me, and that means that people are enjoying what I'm saying and want to be here to see what I'm saying and what I'm doing, you know? Like, it makes me happy that people keep up with what I do. And that's, like, just one of the positive things. I feel like I'd be so bored if I didn't have this YouTube channel. Like, I'm just so glad I have it, because it's nice talking to you guys, and it's nice feeling like this is the one thing I'm good at. This is the one thing I'm known for, and I'm so glad I have this, because I feel like this is what sets me apart from many people. I feel like high school is very hard for people, and I feel like high school was very hard for me. I tweeted about this a few days ago. I was like, I can't wait for high school to be over for me, because all I felt recently was that I wasn't good enough, pretty enough, or popular enough. That's how I've been feeling, and I think it's so stupid that I said that, because realistically, those things do not matter. Like, why does it matter what anyone else thinks of me? Why does it, like, those things aren't everything, and I wish I knew that, and I wish I understood that, but it really isn't everything. Like, you need to, what really matters is just being truly and genuinely happy with yourself and being confident, and like, you're really your only priority. Like, you really need to make yourself happy, and that's, if you're happy throughout high school, it just shows that what you've done to help yourself and what you've done to make yourself happy. I feel like at this point in my life, there's good things and there's bad things, and there's things that I'm happy about and there's things that I'm unhappy about, but I know in my head that no matter who does me wrong, or no matter what things I deal with that I think are just like the worst situations ever, no matter what happens in my life, I know I'm gonna grow up, and I know I'm gonna live a life where I'm gonna be so happy. I'm gonna have my own home. I know I'm gonna just strive, and I know I'm gonna do things that other people aren't gonna have the chance to do. I think my YouTube channel is gonna just like do so well, and I know I'm so creative, and I know in my head I'm gonna be like, no matter who did me wrong or who decided I wasn't good enough to be around them, who ever made those mistakes, I think everything I feel and deal with now, I think I'm gonna get past it, and I'm gonna live a life that I love, and then I'm gonna be lucky enough to live a life that others want to live, and there's so much going for me, and I'm excited for that, and I can't wait for everybody to see me doing my thing and doing amazing things for others and making a difference and living this amazing life and traveling, and I'm just excited for that, and I need to stay strong because that is what I want. I know I can get through this, just like how I've gotten through everything else in my life. I know I can get through this, and this is the lesson I'm trying to teach everybody else. Everything gets easier, and sometimes it gets worse, but at the end of everything gets easier. You need to prioritize yourself. If you're still in high school, don't let popularity, don't let looks, all that stuff seem like it's the biggest thing in the world, because it's not. You need to find ways to make yourself fulfilled and happy, and you will be so successful in that. And you will find your thing, you will find your group, you will find the person you're supposed to be with, you know what I mean? And that's just what I'm trying to say. I feel like I want to be able to explain myself and talk about these things, because I don't really talk about these things with anybody in my life. Like, I talk to my boyfriend, but just to sit down like this and actually have a full, like, long conversation is really nice. To just, like, you know what I mean? Just to talk about these things. And I just want to thank you if you watched this whole video. I want to thank you if you do watch my videos, because YouTube is such an important thing for me, and I have such a passion for it. I just feel like I've gone a long way. I'm excited for my future, and I just need to be positive and make the best out of my situations. If you ever feel like you need to talk to somebody, if you have any questions, you can always message me on my social media, or you can even comment. I might even make like videos, like advice videos, because I want to be able to help others. I want to start making videos that I love. I'm not sure if I'll be doing like the Birchbox and the Ipsy unboxings, only because I feel like it's like they're videos that I make just to put out there. I want to make videos that I love, videos that I'll watch, and I feel like it's important, and I'm excited, and I'm really excited. Thank you for listening to me. If you want more videos like this, let me know, because as much as I love putting makeup on and making everything so perfect, like, I also love sitting here and being real and talking about real life situations. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys next time.